Hey everybody.
What's going on, everybody?
Hola,
Man,
¿cómo está? ¿Estoy bien?
what's
¿Qué
up,
pasa?
mod-abiding citizen? I haven't seen you in a while, man. You like disappeared for a little while there. It's like, poof, where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Where you been? So many peeps. Nah, Jason, they'll they'll start trickling in here later. We got the people that come in, from the UK. I don't know how they stay up that late at 1 a.m. over there, but hey, they do it, which is awesome. I appreciate it. Oh.
It is. I can't stay up till 1 a.m. anymore.
I'm normally
It's
awake by 1,
You're awake by 1 a.m.?
generally 1 to 2.
Dadgum. Hello, I'm not even, I'm scared to say any of these weird names because
Bilal Hussein.
I'm just making sure.
Nope, his name is Bilal Hussein.
I
Hi,
know,
Bilal.
but the last time I tried to pronounce a weird name, I
Yeah.
was like, oh, I shouldn't be saying that. Oh man. What did I get in? The only thing that I got in different this week was the fat fish RDA, and I was telling Vic about it, and Vic was like, I've never heard of that. And I'm like, well, it's
Yeah.
out. I don't know why you
Yeah,
haven't heard
no,
of it.
it hasn't really been pushed. Before we get too involved, I'm gonna see what type of lag we've got going on.
Okay.
Um, let's see who we have in chat. Do.
Scale hear you?
Breeze, type 1.
And who makes Fatfish?
Vape AM. Vape AM. Vape AM? I don't know. Well, magazine
Okay,
art type 1.
magazine typed it, so we're looking about a 15, 16-second lag. So no, we're good tonight.
Okay, good. Well,
Beat
that's
the
about
30
normal.
second from last week.
Hey, we're just
Oh,
starting the night
man.
though.
True.
Yeah, it's probably going to get worse as the night goes on, which is typical on Friday,
Well, in fairness, YouTube has been doing some massive server migration at their San Diego server.
Hmm.
So who knows?
I don't know. They're doing something that's really messing up because when I go to watch videos, sometimes those videos take a minute or two to load.
Yeah, no, they're doing a whole system upgrade across the board on all of their data centers. I know they're doing a huge migration at their San Diego one, and I'm wanting to say that the Dallas and the Chicago one, not Chicago, St. Louis ones are both getting work done on them too. So I don't know.
Well,
Yeah, hopefully it
apparently
helps.
the
Hey, Ashley.
Vape has an app also that you can download. They have a QR code on the box. I'll show you in a second. This is the box that the Fat Fish RDA comes in. See, Vape AM, Vape AM, Fat Fish RDA.
Oh, there you go.
And there's the good old QR code, whatever you want to call it. But
Well,
on
if you
the
hold it up
back,
nice and close, everybody can scan it with their phone.
yeah, they could. I mean, if you want to get the app, it's like join the biggest vape community or whatever. And it's like, okay. Um, Designed by Vape Am, made in China, manufactured by Muse Vape. Muse-Vape. Wow, address, second floor, building A, Nanchang Industrial
Yeah,
Area.
they don't play around with their address. They want you to know exactly where they are.
Jiaxing, Baoan, Shenzhen City, China. Holy crap! Did
Yeah,
they
no, they
add
they
enough
want you to
stuff?
know exactly where they are.
Was there room on the box to put the contents?
No, there's not really. They
Not after
didn't
the
put, the
address.
only thing they put as far as the contents go is what color you got. This is the gold one. It comes in gold, red, silver, blue, and purple. Um, the blue was sold out when I tried to go buy it. So, the one cool thing is this is a wooden box that the actual
That's
RDA
cool.
comes in. So the RDA is sitting in here. Underneath, you have your standard pin. I think it comes with the standard pin. I had to put the squonk pin in there. Um, here's the Addy up close, and that coin on there, which there we go, is now focusing.
So the color that you choose is actually the color of the coin, not the color of the RDA.
Right, it's the color of the coin, and also I don't know if you can see inside the airflow. You'll see slight highlights of the color there. Also, you'll see that gold inside there. but mainly that coin is what. Yeah, the Addy itself will always be black, but depending on the color, if you get purple, you'll have a purple coin. You know, red, you'll have a red coin. The black and gold pretty much goes with anything. So I was like, let me go that way. It's got an interesting airflow on here, and I mean, there's nothing revolutionary about this RDA, but I'm always looking for RDAs, especially squonk RDAs that have the higher airflow that avoids the overflow. You know, so you don't have juice pouring out of the airflow. So this one has airflow slots that let it come in straight at the coil. It also has, if you turn it, 90 degrees? No, a quarter turn? No, I don't know, it's about a quarter turn. Then the airflow comes in, goes down, and then across to the coil. So if you want to mount your coils lower, like if you want to use it as a regular RDA, you can do it that way. Or if you're squonking it, I would recommend just going with it. Either way, I would probably just go with the top airflow. That way the airflow is coming directly in on your coils. It has an 810 drip tip at the top. Huge. You can see right down inside that Addy. The deck is raised on it. It's actually has a very deep, generous juice well, which I'll show y'all. The juice well is deep on this thing, which is also a great. Hey, Bree, it's great to have something like that on a squonking RDA. So yeah, I don't know if y'all can see how deep that juice well is down there. And then my squonk pin. Let me see if I can point.
No, but I see black coils.
These coils, no, man, you're seeing the reflection. Yeah, you see the squonk pins right there in the center. And the deck is actually raised up here. So all the way down here is my juice well. So on the Delta, you know, when you squonk this, you can see it coming out there, and then it goes down and fills up that juice well, which is pretty cool. Now, I don't know for sure where it sucks the juice back in. I don't know if there's a hole at the bottom that actually pulls the juice back in.
That I don't like, because it should be able to pull it smooth, or else you're just going to have cotton sitting in juice. And then what's the point of it being a squonking Addy?
Right, and I get that. I completely get that. But then again, since the airflow is at the very top, you're not going to overflow.
It's not the airflow and overflowing that I'm worried about. It's the cotton sitting in the juice that's going to cause quicker breakdown, quicker loss of flavor, and so on and so forth.
Gotcha. Yeah, this is not showing up good on this camera at all.
I do like that emblem.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool emblem. It's like a yin-yang fish symbol. It looks like two koi fish, you know, doing a yin-yang. Yep. It's exactly what it looks like. So, oh, this battery's almost dead. Look at me. I'm pulling a Vic.
Hey, Gail.
Hey, Gail. Let me grab another battery because I don't want this to run out of battery.
We've been trying to get into a call for the past week, and everything's just been one thing after another.
Well, I didn't hear Gail answer. They were live on Twitch earlier, and I was like, Gail, did you? Because it looks like she got a haircut. And I was like, darn, Gail, did you cut your hair? Her hair looks cut. I need a haircut like way bad. I'm turning into like the Fonz right before my eyes. I got to get, and hopefully this weekend I'm going to get it cut after I go see John Wick 3, because that's like
that's
priority.
Right, coming out.
Yeah, it's out now. It's out now.
There's a few movies coming out this month that I want to see.
I was always a big fan of the John Wick movies, and I gotta go see that new one, man.
Don't get me wrong, I want to see John Wick, but hey, Cody, sorry. But no, there's two things that I want to see that, no questions asked, that I will see, and that's Game of Thrones on Sunday night and Star Wars in December. I think that's on.
The Star Wars when it comes out, that'll be cool. See, but that's far ahead, man. I'm talking about now.
I don't care.
Right now, it's all about John Wick 3. Gotta see it.
See, and I'll probably end up waiting till they come out on DVD.
No haircut, Gail? Well, damn. It looked cut. I'm wrong.
Here's what's blowing my mind, and I don't know if you guys saw the news. Disney has announced that they are releasing a brand new trilogy set of Star Wars, 2022, 2024, and 2026.
What? What do you mean 2022, 22? Now you lost me.
It's the year the movie comes out.
That's the year that the movies are released in, 2022, 2024, and 2026.
Oh.
Have they given any hint on the storyline?
No. I mean, obviously it's not going to be Skywalker based. So, but I have no idea.
In game, I've seen a little bit of, not a lot of it. That is definitely Cody. Um,
Yeah, I watched in game. I loved it.
it was that good.
It
My
was
son was
good.
like, "You need to go watch Infinity War." I did go watch Infinity War because I thought I had missed that one. I went and watched it. And I was like,
Hey,
"I've already
Jen.
seen this." So yeah.
Hey,
What's up,
Jen.
Jen?
No,
Um,
it's in game was really good.
so I'm still, I know a lot of people complain about the screws on the Kelpie. I cannot give a fair judgment on that because I basically put a coil in there, and that coil's been in there ever since. Because I wanted to see how long I could vape this thing on the same coil over and over and over, and it's
Well,
still doing
in all,
really good.
in all honesty, people don't replace their coils all that often. I
Right,
have
That
to quality
depends
coils.
on what the coils they put in them are.
right. What they're made out of, how good the wraps are.
That's why I quickly said quality coils.
Right. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, because from what I understand, the coils that actually come with them, not some. But I mean, what do you expect? There, I mean, when you're looking at Chinese coils, you get what you pay for. Wow, Gail was disappointed in Endgame.
Hmm.
We'll have to discuss that, Gail.
Yeah, you can't please everybody with
Well,
every
no,
movie.
and I agree, but I'm curious to know what she was disappointed in. But I don't want to discuss it online, on air, because I'm sure there's still people that haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I didn't watch it yet. I
I
only
haven't
saw
seen
a
it yet
couple
either.
minutes of it. I'm getting good flavor out of this dripper. I'm actually impressed with it. I haven't had any leaks out of it, which I'm thoroughly impressed with that part of it, especially when you got a squonker and you don't have to worry about it pouring out of the damn side. This thing has done really good in that respect.
Did you get that from a brick and mortar or online?
I got it online. I think I got that from Element Vape the same time I ordered the Rebirth RTA, where they promptly sent me the Rebirth RDA. I have to mail this back. I haven't done it yet, so this is going to be going back to them. And they said as soon as I drop it in the mail, they'll send a new one out before they even get it.
Yeah,
So
yeah, they do what's called cross shipping, and
yeah,
no magazine art, no gin. I don't do spoilers. You guys know that.
you can only get ugly shirts at the auction. Yeah, David's got a huge collection of ugly shirts. I mean, goodness gracious, that was like. You like the setup even though the Addy doesn't match? Yeah, this doesn't match at all, but since it's a squonker, and I really like the Delta. I know it's a single battery, but it is 21,700, and the Delta is always,
Yeah,
and I filled this
I
thing up, and
I can
it's
kill a
squonking.
single 21,700 in like an hour and a half max.
I don't
Yeah,
know, man. I just put this one in. I
you
don't know if
vape
I
a
can
lot.
kill it that fast,
No,
but
I know for a fact that I can kill them that fast because I've got them in my SL classes, and I can
uh,
kill them in about an hour and a half.
well, in the SL class, being completely honest, in the SL class, it does drain faster for me. I don't know what it is. I don't know
Well,
if
see,
it's
and
got.
I'm only running it like I don't know, like 50 watts, something like that. So
I'm at
I can kill it in
72,
like an hour and a half.
72 watts. Oh,
Yeah.
really? I went to the, yeah, 72 watts. And this is a 0.14.
Yeah, no, I'm
So,
running a well, hold on, let me pull it
Unicron, you got a set of Aries coils coming? Well, do yourself a favor. Do not throw them coils away early.
up.
Run them things till they die completely because you can literally just keep on re-wicking those coils for, I would say, at least 6 months.
My longest set, and I don't guarantee this type of, my longest set was 14 months.
Dadgum.
That was in your plus, wasn't it?
Do what?
That was in your plus, wasn't it?
No, we counted up the plus. The plus was the plus hit like 11 or 12.
What's up,
And
RS?
no,
Oh, I thought you got over a year on that.
no, well, no, wait, maybe the second one did hit over a year because the first one I hit like 11 to 12 months. Um, I know the fatality hit 8.
Why did the sound cut out?
Wait, my
Oh, there we go.
one of my rage mods. I have yet to change it in one of my rage mods. And how long have I had my rage mods now?
Quite a
Quite a while.
while, about a year, I would say at least.
Yeah.
Has it been a year already?
So
Yeah,
I've got one. I've got one of my rage mods that's still running the original coil.
I think the Rage came out about this time last year, and we all jumped on it like right
Oh
off the
hell yeah!
bat.
I still use my rages. They're amazing mods.
Yeah,
They are.
they're great mods. I got no complaints on the Rages. They're freaking good.
Oh shit! Never mind.
Wish you would have done a stab wood.
Yeah, no, he wanted to try to keep costs down as much
This
as
is
possible.
almost out of
Yeah.
juice. I want to see what these coils look like because not only have I been vaping this, but Munchkin's stepson has been vaping this a lot also, like day upon day. So I'm interested to see how bad these coils are. They got to be rough because it's
Take it
been.
apart. Let's take a look and see your latest campfire.
It's gonna be bad. I mean, this had key lime pie in
Hey, Jazzy.
there for the entire time, pretty much. I know
Yeah,
Jazzy
Jazzy,
got
what's
his
up?
X class in. Interested in seeing what Jazzy thinks about the X class so far. That's pretty cool. I'm glad he got that in.
Yeah, see, RS is saying that he still uses his rage daily. This is my Aries RAM mod, and you guys know how much Aries RAM is my e-liquid. This is my Aries RAM mod.
Yeah, that's stainless. The stainless steel, the brushed one, the Rage, that one I think by far looks the best out of all of them.
Hey, Jen, messenger.
That thing is just dead sexy. Why's my dog barking?
Hey, Gail, next time you see Vic, give him a hug and a kiss for me and tell him I said thank you.
A kiss smack on the lips.
Yeah.
Because that's the only type that Speed would want to do. Yeah, no,
Exactly.
Jazzy, I'm interested to get my hands on one.
There we go. It works amazingly. Wow. You know, I'm liking the X class. I like the way that it keeps your RDA fully saturated. I wish there was a way that they could calm the noise down, and I'm hoping that the motor they put in there is like brushless or something that's going to last a long time. I'm hoping that it's going to be like that. I don't know what they put in there, but it just worries me. You know,
Oh, shit,
anytime
I
you have
forgot that
moving
Cassie
parts.
had won one. Cassie won the X class during the holiday giveaway.
Oh,
Really?
she did?
I had
Wow.
forgotten about that. Yeah, so she's been waiting incredibly patiently for that to come out, but she knew that it had to be released before she would receive hers, and she was
So
very understanding about that.
Jazzy's getting in the release versions? Are they coming out already?
Mid to late June, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Nice.
Wow. Congrats, Cassie. You're going to get one of the first ones of anybody.
Well, except those few reviewers that went to Expo and picked one up, like Vic and Mike
Yeah,
Babes.
but Vic didn't get the release version.
No, they did not get the release version. They got the sample version.
Okay, brushless motor that's easily replaceable.
Nice. That's awesome. That's good to hear, Jazzy. I'm glad that you can go in there and replace that motor because it's like, man, you want to spend the money to get a mod like that, but if the motor dies, you're screwed. So, wow. Jazzy's is the release version.
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know that. I thought it was still.
Yeah, no, Jazzy's is the released version. I'm pretty sure that the one that Perry is using right now is the full release version.
Stu, where have you been? What do you mean? When did
The reviewers that have one have the pre-release, no packaging, yada 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 ones. But the ones that are going out now to people are the versions.
Stu, last week was my first show in the new surroundings. I have moved. I'm in Virginia now.
Are you in West Virginia?
No, I'm not. West Virginia, Mountain Mama. I'm not. No. I'm not all the song. I did take the drone up. I know I told you I was going to go up and fly the drone and like film this area, but I went up and there's water all around me. I'm kind of worried that if we're on a floodplain, I'm going to get flooded out because there's water everywhere. It's like, holy moly. But when you go
I'm
out,
not sure I'm a fan of the atomizer.
the airflow from the atomizer drowns the noise. Wow. You need a really noisy atomizer, and then you're good.
I can
I don't
deal
hear
with the
nothing.
noise. I'm not worried about that. I want a good flavor atomizer, and don't get me wrong, I will give it a shot whenever it shows up. But it just something seems off about the atomizer that comes with the X class.
The
But
only,
I mean, it's
the
their
only,
Interesting.
first major atomizer, so I'll let them slide on it.
I wish they would have made the reservoir that holds juice bigger. That's the only thing. It looks like it's.
How
Jazzy,
many
is it
mils
like
is?
12 mils?
Oh, is it 12
That's
mil?
big.
If it's 12 mils, I didn't know. I thought it was like 2 or 3 mil.
Oh
12
no
Are,
no
are
mils
you
no
is
no
not
no no
bad.
no no
are
no.
you looking for a 100 ml juice bottle in that
No,
No,
slide?
Jazzy,
no.
correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't it like 10 to 12 mils on that?
If it's that much, then that's great. That's as much as a tank. I just didn't want to have to be filling that thing every 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
No,
If it's 10 to 12 mils, that's fine.
no, it's I'm wanting to say that it's 10 to 12, but Jazzy, if he's still paying it doesn't come with it. It's separate. Okay, okay, perfect, Jazzy. But yeah, no, Jazzy, if 8 mils. Okay, still, either way, 8 mils is more than enough for most people.
Yeah, 8 mils is not bad. That's not bad. I thought it was less than that. It's good to know that it's 8 mils though.
I think
That's
8 mils is on the high side of the average.
Well, yeah, because most of your squonkers are generally going to run around that 6, maybe 7 range.
Yeah, I mean most of the RTAs are 5, 6 mils even with the bubble glass.
I mean,
So I mean,
the top side is going to be the exception to that. The top side has like 10 mils, but I'm wanting to say that the Rage is like 6 to 7 ish.
I was thinking 7 on the Rage.
Yeah, it's somewhere around there.
what kind of sentence was that? Somebody posted in a group. I don't even know. I don't know. Is the RDA the Divine? I think it is called the Divine that's on top of the X class.
Hey, K-Fun.
Hello, K-Fun. How you doing?
Hey,
Um,
K-Fun.
so I've still been vaping the Glass V2 on the 150S, the Hot Sig R150S. This one I won
Nice,
from Robert
Jazzy.
Arm Vapor. I think this is a definite improvement over the regular 150. Now, I don't want to take this out and do the whole waterproofing test just because it's a nice looking mod.
Right,
I
just in case.
really like the fact that they upgraded the battery contacts on this one compared to the first one, though. The first one, eh.
So
Well,
what
I'll
kind
tell
of a
you what.
reviewer are you if you're not going to put it through the full
Well, no,
test?
I'll tell you what you could do though
What's that?
is put some, around the seams, just kind of use like a Q-tip or a dropper or something. Put some water along one of the seams and see if you see any seepage from there. And that'll tell you, without actually fully submerging it, that'll give you an idea on the waterproofing of it. And that way, if you do see some seeping, it's going to be minimal that gets in there. And my suggestion would be to use alcohol, because that way if some does get in there, alcohol's non-conductive, you're fine.
And it'll evaporate out.
Well, that's the
Quick.
whole thing.
A
It's
lot quicker.
non-conductive, so that's not really a good test. You got to use
No, 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 no,
water.
no. It's the matter of can it get in to begin with, because if it can get in, so can water, so can the e-liquid.
Overhang. Yes, this does have a lot of overhang. Sorry.
Oh yeah,
The Glass V2 is definitely overhanging. It was just the closest mod I had laying around.
that makes my eye
Besides
twitch.
the Voopoo, which
Yeah.
the screen is dying on this, and it's because I have dropped it. I don't know if y'all can see how bad the screen looks, but it is
Yeah,
jacked
that screen
up.
looks horrible.
It is definitely, it's actually getting worse and worse. Let me see if I can show this on camera. Look at how bad that screen looks now.
Well, at least you can still read it enough to be able to adjust it.
Yeah, this mod is not drop friendly. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
And my battery, oh wow, look at the clock, that's jacked up. And my battery door, when I pop the battery door open, this whole battery door can actually fall off now.
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I mean,
That was just, you dropped it one time?
I dropped it. I think I've dropped it twice, and it's done. It's gotten worse and worse, especially the screen. It's gotten a lot worse. The screen went from like just a few lines at the top, and it just kind of spread down. Then it got better, and then it got really bad. Now I see. That's the worst I've seen it.
And who makes that mod?
Voopoo X217. I mean, if you don't drop it, it's a great mod, but
Well, you
because
shouldn't
I
drop
like the
any of your
centered
mods,
510.
but
Yeah,
accidents happen.
that's what
I
happened.
would
I dropped.
expect it to hold up better.
This
If
is
you're
the one
not
that's got
throwing
the
it on the
yellow.
ground or a big long drop, I would expect it to at least hold up over a drop or two.
Right.
It's now the mod still works fine. It's just the screen. Apparently, the screen isn't got any kind of shock protection against it because it's definitely screwed the screen.
For the kind of money we put out for mods, they
Yeah,
should hold up for a couple of drops.
yeah.
As long as you're not really abusing it, they should hold up for a couple.
Why is my Facebook going nuts? Let me close this before it.
Yeah, I'm getting messages galore on mine too.
Yeah, and it's saying to my group. I guess somebody is in Scuba's Hangout talking to Jen, which is fine, but I didn't know. Now, that other mod that I was thinking about getting is, I don't know what it's called, but they got the one with the flag on it. Vic was saying, oh, this is a really indestructible mod, blah, blah, blah.
The Rincon?
Yeah, it
Something
says
like that?
Recon or something like that. Yeah, those look pretty cool. Yeah, Voopoo is poo-poo. There you go. Hey, Bill. Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, Bill, what's up?
Sorry you can't stay. Yeah.
Okay, so quick update on me.
Okay.
Went and had more blood work done this morning. Yeah. I actually got double stuck because they ran into a giant. They got into the vein, but apparently this vein is just completely blocked with scar tissue because she got a little drop that came to the surface, but none actually entered the needle.
Dang.
So I mean, and she's moving it all around. So apparently that entire side is just blocked.
Oh.
So she managed to hit the other side, and white count has doubled. So, cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
So it's going to be a good while longer before I'm back out and about and socializing and
Almost
shows and all
munchkin.
that.
How's your back doing?
My back's doing a little bit better. Picked up a gym membership because losing the weight, I decided, shit, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this right. So I went and got a gym membership, and I went out to the gym yesterday and threw on my earbuds, turned on Amazon Music, and just started walking on the treadmill. Next thing I know, I'm passing the 3-mile mark. And then I got frustrated with the people that were around me, so I went over to the speedball and just started waylaying on it, and I actually split it open. And I went and told the employees, I'm like, look, I'm sorry, but they're like, oh, we've been waiting for that to go. You just happen to be the one that it went on. So
Really?
so luckily I didn't have to pay for that. But
Hey,
no,
Dolores.
back's doing good. Legs are a little bit sore, but after I walked 3 miles, yeah.
That'll usually work it out.
Good.
Get some walking under you.
Well, Dolores, you're more than welcome to have some of my white count because I've got more than enough to spare right now. Standard count is supposed to be between 8 and 10. I'm up in the 30s.
Damn.
Yeah.
What causes it to be so high?
The first time that all of this happened, as quick as it rose and as high as it rose, they instantly thought leukemia. So they sent me down to the cancer center down in Little Rock, and they ran a boatload of tests on me, PET scans and bone marrow biopsies, the whole 9 yards, and it came back negative. So it's not leukemia. And what they finally decided was that it is called an autoimmune disease, but a subtype unknown because they don't have the full details of it. They know that it's an immune response against the body, but they don't know how to treat it. So because with autoimmune diseases, what works amazing for one is like gas on a fire for another. So they just kind of let it go, and we just keep an eye on it. Yeah, no, Dolores, mine are the granulocytes.
I'll be giving away 5 SX Me class pod systems with 20 pods with each device. Damn, that's a lot of pods.
Are they the new pods or the old pods, Jazzy?
That's 100. pods he's giving away. Goodness
I hope it's the new
gracious.
pods.
No, Don Long. This happened long before the implant ever came into play.
Ah,
My first run with this was back in what, 08, 09, somewhere around there, and I've just been kind of fighting it on and off since then.
yeah. It's amazing to me because you keep finding out that,
Okay,
oh,
it
those
is
are the
the
new
new
pods.
ones.
You keep finding out more and more stuff that you're allergic to, and I'm like, damn, dude.
Yeah,
You,
the latest one is spinach. Ouch, because I love spinach, and yeah, no. I had sat down because of the diet. I had sat down and I had made me an amazing spinach and lettuce salad with chicken and cheese and the whole nine yards. I mean, it was an amazing salad. And I had
damn.
been maybe, what, 10 minutes after finishing it? Maybe? About 15. And yeah, next 14 hours. So yeah, spinach is out.
Mm.
Oh, whew. Um, yeah, there's only two things that I know I can't
In lead
have.
pipe.
Number one, without question, if I eat popcorn, I'm done. Hospital trip.
Oh yeah.
Sesame seeds are
But see,
kind of hit and miss.
that's not an allergy. That's from the diverticulitis, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Yeah, anything small and kerneled, oh yeah, gets into one of those little slots, and oh yeah, oh pain.
The the other thing is yellow jackets. If I get stung by one of those, dude, I'm done.
Oh,
Which I was not allergic to. At least as far as I know, I was not allergic to yellow jackets. But when you get stung by 8 or 9 of them,
well, you can develop an allergy. A lot of people develop allergies as
Mhm.
as they go through life.
it was so weird because when I got stung, the bee
Right,
stings
Domlo?
didn't hurt at all. I was like, this is bullcrap, and I kind of just blew it off. But about 15 or 20 minutes later, I'm scratching like crazy, and then I looked down, and I was like, there was welts all down my arms and stuff. I looked in the mirror; they were going down my neck. So I pulled up my shirt all the way down my body, completely covered. And yeah, that was something serious. So the ambulance got there quick enough to hit me with some epinephrine. But other than that, yeah, I'd have been done.
It wouldn't. I would look into getting EpiPens, seriously.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta have EpiPens. I got
Okay.
EpiPens. Yep. Mine are
But
probably expired. Actually, I went and checked mine a couple days ago. It actually looks a little cloudy, so I need a new
yeah,
EpiPen.
you need new ones.
Yeah.
No, I actually, I had a former classmate, that messaged me, and she shows me this picture of this bite, and I look at it, and I said, "That's a brown recluse bite. You need to get to the doctor, like
Oh damn.
now."
Yeah.
She's like, "Well, I'll see how it goes."
No.
No, don't
No.
see how it
Okay.
goes.
So day 2, she sees that it's growing, so she draws a circle around it to see how quick it's growing.
Oh.
Day 3, the core popped, and it had expanded past the circle by a good ½ inch.
Mm.
And she's like, "So yeah, I'm probably going to go to the doctor." I'm like,
Emergency room.
"Well, once that core pops, it'll start burrowing. That venom will just start burrowing and just start necrosing everywhere."
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Mm.
like, "Yeah,
Thank you.
you've done messed up." She's like, "Well, my mom said that it might be a brown recluse bite." I said, I told you that 3 days ago."
Yeah. If she would have went when you told her, that would have been a hell of a lot better.
Right. I mean, she still would have ended up with, with a small little pit, but not nearly like what she's going to get hit with.
Damn, Jazzy, you didn't text me or nothing. Not like I can afford to be buying all your vicious ant devices, but I guess Speed bought them all.
The spot's this big.
Yep.
It's about twice the size of a softball.
Ouch. Ouch.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, did you?
Wow.
Now this is my question. Did you sell $2,700 worth of vicious ant mods to one person?
$2,700 worth of vicious ants. So that's what, 2 devices
3.
and 3 devices.
3 devices. That's 3 devices right there. They were sitting in boxes. Hey, I hear you. It
Brown
was a
recluse,
what?
too.
Brown recluse spider, yeah.
Brown recluse. So for those in the UK, I don't know if you guys have brown recluses over there, but basically what it is uh, they do a little pinhole bite. It hurts, but you know, I mean, it's not excruciatingly painful. I mean, you feel that you got bit, but the toxin that they release starts just necrosing the tissue. It just starts killing off the tissue, and you'll actually lose a chunk of whatever part got bit if it's not treated. It is deadly if left completely untreated.
Mm. Yeah, not a spider you want to get bit by
No, you
at
don't want
all.
to screw with the brown recluse.
I think I'd rather be bit by a black widow than a brown recluse.
Growing up, when we were living over in Texas, the sperm donor of a father of mine, he was getting out of the shower and he had taken his towel and he was rubbing it across his back, and there was some black widows in the towel and got him twice on the back.
Wow.
And he was down with flu-like symptoms for like the next 2-3 weeks. My mom, fast forward like, I don't know, like 15 years later, she was doing laundry. We had a laundry room that was just outside the back door, and she's doing laundry and she feels, you know, the little pinpricks. She didn't think anything of it. 2 days later, she notices what's going on. By then, it's already too late. She goes to the doctor, gets on antibiotics. She still has scar tissue and an indentation about that big, about the size of a good-sized hamburger, down her calf.
From black widow?
No, from brown recluse.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. I was gonna say yeah. The black
No,
widow.
no,
Yeah,
the
flu.
sperm
No
donor of
problem.
a father. No, the sperm donor of a father of mine. He's the one that got bit by 2 black widows that had gotten inside the towel, and when he went to dry his back, they
I got bit
Kind
in
of
the
strange.
rear when I
Typically,
sat.
you're not going to see a black widow inside
do
an
what?
area where there's a lot of movement.
Oh no, we get them here.
If it's dark and wet like that, they
Oh
go
no,
there.
they
Yeah. Yeah.
love it inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they typically stay where there's not a lot of activity.
Nope.
Yeah, that don't matter.
For
Like
the longest
shoes,
time, we had one right above our front door.
you'd be surprised how much they
Yeah.
get in shoes because it's warm and damp and moist in there. They'll get in a shoe.
Oh, yeah. That's like scorpions. They'll do it too.
Oh yeah.
Put
Yeah,
your
when
shoe
we were
on,
living
get
in
bit.
Texas, the first thing you did whenever you went to put on a shoe was you shook it and dropped it to see if anything fell out.
Hell, I do that here.
Yeah. Yeah, once that is
We've got
ingrained
black
in you-
widow, recluse. We also have the hobo, and I think there's a couple others that we've got. Oh
The
yeah.
hobo.
No, we've got
I
some.
don't know what the hobo is.
Hobo
It,
spider?
the hobo can make the brown recluse look like a pet.
Really?
It's nasty.
Okay, I'll have to look
You
up that
don't-
spider.
You don't screw with them.
No, we don't have them. They aren't very common. The brown recluse is a lot more common than any of them. But
I know a girl just getting over one hole in her foot the size of a $50.
They will chase you.
It was in a shoe. There you go. See? Yeah, they love getting in shoes, man. You got to check your shoes before you put them on, folks. You may have a spider in there.
Yeah, just take your shoe, kind of slam it to where the opening of the shoe is downwards, and then just give it a good shake to have anything that's happened to be crawled in there will fall out. And that way you can.
Yeah.
the one thing Munchkin, we've got some wolf spiders here too. Some of them get pretty good size, but not like I saw in Arizona.
We get wolf spiders here, but they're not aggressive. They don't mess with anything. They just kind of stay to themselves. So
I saw one big one in Arizona. I was there
Thanks,
for work,
Dolores.
and we had those like 8 or 12-inch carpet tiles, and they were different shades of gray.
Ooh.
So it was kind of a checkered
right.
pattern. This was a gray wolf spider, and he was sitting on a gray tile.
Oh,
That hobo
Taking the
spider
whole thing.
reminds me of a brown recluse. It looks
I mean-
very similar.
That wolf spider, no kidding. I mean, leg tip to leg tip, he had to been about that big.
Mhm.
I mean, he was huge, and we kind of herded him out the door, and oof.
one of my teachers back in school, he had gone over and served in Desert Storm, you know, the first time that we were over there. And he came back with a pet camel spider, you know,
Oh my
the
God.
really big ones. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah, those are
dude,
huge.
no. And he would bring it to school. He brought it
What?
to school in a giant terrarium. He'd bring it to school. He's like, I don't want it to get lonely. I'm like, oh,
Make a choice, Mother Nature. There you go. Wow. Man.
yeah, Arca, the scorpions in Arizona are rough. And they're little assholes too. They'll chase you as well.
I'm really interested to know if this thing pulls juice in from the bottom. I don't think it does. It's going to be really hard to tell, though.
Oh, the wolf spider? Yeah.
Yeah,
Which,
they're talking. Arika Morrison was talking about Arizona and the scorpions. I was the same time frame, so down in Arizona for that job. Got up in the morning, was walking into the kitchen bare feet, and just as I turned on the kitchen light, just as I was, stepping into it, and just as my foot was about ready to land, here's one of those green translucent scorpions
Yep.
sitting
No.
on the floor.
No. That's I don't like spiders and I hate scorpions even more.
Yeah, no, I quickly ran back, got my shoe, smashed the thing, and it left a big black spot on the
oh,
floor from
The
where
okay,
it
last
maybe
smashed.
time,
Aries knows this because I don't know the answer to this. When I was younger, probably about 17, 18 years old, I was in Tennessee. And it
yeah,
was
the
late at
woods.
night. I pulled up by this giant field and I looked over and all I could see was stuff glowing on the ground. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, bark scorpion. That's it.
They were scorpions. They were all glowing. Why they glow in the dark? I
Not
mean,
all
Some
of
of them
them.
do.
Some of them do, but not all of them. It's kind of like lightning bugs, fireflies, whatever you want to call them.
hmm
They use the bioluminescence, and it's a mating thing.
dude, the whole field was glowing. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
hell
no,
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 I'm out
that's
of
when you
here.
just drive away.
Yeah, I looked and I was like, oh, that's a scorpion. I'm out.
Yeah,
We have a tarantula here. It's locked away, thank God, but it's here. There's a what did I say? Scorpion, tarantula. Yeah, tarantula.
yeah.
No,
There's just no way I could keep a tarantula as a pet. No
Uh,
spiders, no scorpions,
yeah,
no
no,
snakes.
bioluminescence is freaky, especially when you come across the patch that big. That's like there's a
welcome,
hill,
Ricky.
the town south of where I went to high school. There's a hill called Tarantula Row, and because every year there's a mass migration of tarantulas that come across this road, and people, you know, they live up top, so whenever they come down, they're gonna run over the tarantulas, and it sounds like shotguns going off, and you can
Really?
hear them from a quarter mile away.
Ah,
Yeah, it's just pow pow. It's like,
see,
no,
they're saying
I
they
stay
glow
away
under
from the
black
road.
light. Yeah, I was not using a black light. I looked over and saw the whole ground glowing all over the place. That's how I was like, what the hell? And it was scorpions, and I was like, yeah, I'm not dealing with them. I was
Now
out.
I've seen the bark scorpion under blacklight. It looks cool. It really looks cool.
Oh yes, dude, those things
Yeah,
can rock your world. Brown recluses can straight rock your world.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They were big in Georgia too. Why is Scuba's hair darker? Is it a Christmas miracle? It does look darker in this. I
Yeah, it's called Just for Men.
no, no, I don't use that
But he's
crap.
not using it on his beard though. His beard's still the same gray color.
And my hair is too. It's just the way the light is. I bet you if I turn this light this way,
Hey,
um,
Scuba, just remember when you go to do your beard, always go a shade lighter.
really, I don't use just for men or any of that stuff,
Mhm.
man. My
Yeah.
hair, I don't know why it looks dark right now. It just does. It's camera trickery.
RS, I didn't know that. I had heard that the hobo spiders were a very dangerous spider.
Uh, to me, I don't do spiders. They're
No,
just not. Nope. I'm good.
if it's outside, I'll let it live. If it comes inside, I don't care what it
Yeah.
is,
No.
it
No.
dies.
I don't do spiders. She handles the spiders for me. I'll take care of the snakes for her all day long. I
Yeah,
don't,
snakes I don't really have an issue with. It's the spiders. I'm not a
Oh,
big
no.
spider fan.
She can't even look at a picture of a snake.
Wow. Wow. Less
Well, and
stress.
you've got 2 snakes there.
There you go, Dom Long. Maybe that's it. I don't think my hair is changing color though. It just looks darker tonight for some strange reason.
Well, see, we
It looked
grew
darker
up
last
around
week, too.
snakes, so those weren't. Yeah, no, but we grew up handling them, and so I mean, we owned snakes. So it was nothing for us. So
Forget snakes.
I never claimed to be normal. But no, that's like you see these people, and they will have people come out and kill, and come to find out it was a bunch of king snakes. And it's like, no, you don't look for those because they're the ones that get rid of the copperheads.
Yeah.
Oh look, K-Fun's got a spider icon there. Cool.
There's some snakes you want around because they help keep down
Exactly.
rodent population, other snakes,
Yeah.
a lot of different things.
You want to keep around garter snakes because they keep around like they keep your cricket and your flea population and stuff like that under control. You want to keep around king snakes because they keep your rodent population and your dangerous snake population down.
Okay. Let's address the elephant in the room here. What the hell was iJoy thinking?
Huh?
Oh, y'all haven't seen where iJoy pours Coca-Cola in a tank and vapes it?
What?
Oh, you haven't seen that? Oh my God.
Oh, dude, do you know how little I've been on Facebook for the past month?
Okay. Yeah, iJoy has basically a commercial, I think, on their Facebook page. They put Coca-Cola into a tank and vape it.
Disclaimer, don't put Coca-Cola in your vape and vape it. What
It's like,
the hell?
I'm like, are you trying to destroy your company?
iJoy did a commercial doing it.
Yes, they did, Mod Abiding Citizen.
Well,
I kid you not.
I have got to find this. You said it's on their Facebook page?
Yeah, check out iJoy. Hopefully they took it down, but
iJoy probably not.
They put Coca-Cola in a tank and vaped it.
Okay. We at iJoy feel that we must apologize to the vape community for vape soda video. Thank you for the public in reaching out to us immediately to warn us that this video was in bad taste. To clarify, the post for the vape soda, this video was wrong practice. We deleted it immediately from Instagram yesterday. Though we have deleted from Facebook, some people may still be able to see it. We are sorry for mistakes. We hope you can accept our sincere apology. Please note, vaping soda is not recommended. You don't say. It can be harmful for the human health. Never vape anything but e-liquid made for vaping. What the
Empire Vape Co.
hell?
Empire Vape Co. has a video that shows their video in it. And you can clearly see the guy's got on an iJoy t-shirt and he puts Coke in there and vapes it and blows out this cloud.
I promise
like,
you,
really?
the anti-vape groups
Yeah.
have already copied that video
Yeah.
and have it ready for their next presentation.
Yeah.
Damn, I thought y'all knew about that. It's
No,
like,
no,
dude.
I've been away from Facebook for like a month. I
Oh,
make an
my
occasional
God.
appearance to let people know that no, I'm still not dead, contrary to belief. But
You never know. Nobody hacked them, Breeze. I mean, they even posted an apology.
yeah,
It's,
I'm looking at their website right now, or their Facebook page right now, and it's what the hell?
wow. It's like if we don't already have enough regulation and people trying to throw rules on us, and then companies, actual vape companies that make these products post a video like that, it's like, do you not understand what the hell you're doing when you post stuff like this? Even if they're trying to come up with a cola e-juice, that's still not an appropriate video.
Oh, and don't even get me started on the cola e-juices, especially from like Malaysia and all that, like the fantasy bullcrap.
Oh, Lord.
And Arika and Ricky, welcome. So it sounds like you're new. Appreciate you joining us. Hopefully
Yes.
we don't bore you. Hopefully we keep you entertained
Yeah,
and
we're
give
not.
you some good information. But Arika, I know you're new to vaping, so, and Ricky, I don't know if you are or not, I didn't see. But if you've got any questions, ask.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There's a lot of good people in chat that'll answer your questions, and if we see it, we can talk about it. And if there's something you want to
Oh
ask
hell,
us,
I'm on top chat all this time.
oh, so am I.
Yeah, everybody switch to
I was
live
gonna say
chat.
I've seen Eureka or Orica. I'm sorry, if I'm butchering your name, but I haven't seen the Ricky
It's
guy that you
probably Orica,
first.
and I've been butchering it.
Ah, this is Rika's 7th day off SIGs.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
The same person? Oh,
Same
okay.
Yes,
person. Okay.
yes. Ricky,
Ricky Orica,
congratulations.
same
7
person.
days
Gotcha.
off SIGs is a great job.
That
That
is awesome.
you're at the point now where all the poison from the tar and crap that's in cigarettes are now getting out of your system, and you're going to start your sense of smell is going to start getting better. Orica.
Orica.
Thank you. Um,
Thank you.
it's going to get to where food tastes better. Your sense of smell gets better. You'll start. I mean, as time progresses, the more you keep vaping, the more you're going to notice how much you hate the smell of cigarettes. It's just going to get so bad.
So
Unfortunately, you'll be able to
Ah,
smell it a mile away.
and Ricky, just ignore John Q. Just ignore him.
just to no, I'm honestly curious on this. So just to make sure that I'm pronouncing this correctly, it's kind of like Eureka except Orica, right?
That's what she said on the pronunciation. Orica. Orica.
I
Oh, I
like that
see.
name. That's kind
Orica.
of cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I see, because if you're
It
saying
is.
it, that's why people are
I've
calling
never,
her Ricky, but it's Orica.
yeah,
Orica.
I've never heard that name before. I like that.
Neat. Vegas L, long time no see.
Hey,
I know
Vegas.
you've been on a couple times, but Vegas L used to broadcast back on Vapors TV. That's been a minute. That's been a while back. Holy moly. Yeah, definitely. If you have any questions, throw them in chat. I mean, it
Yeah,
don't
and
matter.
Don
Building
Long makes a very
coils.
valid point. Make sure that you increase your water intake.
Yeah. You're gonna
Yeah.
notice you get thirsty.
Stay hydrated. That's very important, because it will vaping does dehydrate you. So
Chippewa.
And
Okay.
and if you're like most of us, you're probably going to be vaping a lot as you transition from smoking to vaping. So
Yeah, see,
you'll be chain vaping.
what some people don't realize, because I mean they don't want to mess with that side of the vaping. They just want to put their e-liquid in their device and go. One of the main components of e-liquid is propylene glycol, which is hydrophobic, and so it actually pulls water from your body. So that's why you want to hydrate yourself.
well,
Three
ask your
dog.
question, Three Dog.
Yeah, and you're not supposed to vape Coke either.
Long time no see anything from Three Dog. Wow, I'm surprised to see Three Dog type
She's
anything.
alive.
Ask your question. What, do
Hey,
you want
Three
to
Dog.
come on with us? Hey, my VC is wide open if you want to come on, Three Dog. More than happy to have you. I got a nice spot for you right up there in the corner.
Hell, she can overlay me.
She's like, oh no,
Wait,
I'm
that
not
came
ready
out
to
really
cast right
bad.
now.
I was going to say I'm just going to leave that one alone,
Yeah, no,
Eric.
Did
that
you?
one came out really bad.
you what you got in your pockets? Three Dog. There's
Better
nothing in my pockets right
better
now.
question is how far under a table can he go?
Hey, I, I still have that table picture somewhere. I hope I still have that table picture. If I don't, I'll be very disappointed. When my
Oh, I'm
computer
sure
got
there's
completely,
multiple copies rolling around.
I know Three Dogs got it somewhere. I had that picture, like that was like, Adam, I'm getting settled. I'm definitely not done being
Love you, Three
settled.
Dog.
Um, because yeah, I mean, we need to see Three Dog cast again. I found my box of mods that I was missing, my 8 gabillion mods. So I can fill this back up now because it's literally lacking. And I still haven't found my mouse.
Wow, went from 45 milligram Nick salt to 12 milligram standard e-liquid.
Ah, okay. So you know, and it depends on what you're vaping. If
That's an
you,
awkward change, though.
yeah, point 0.8 ohm mesh with either 45 or change this regular 12 milligram. Yeah, if you're using a tank, it depends. You know, obviously, if you switch
Hey,
over to a
TJ.
dripper, you're going to definitely drop down your nick level. Basically, the rule of thumb I go by is if you're going to switch over to a dripper, it's going to cut whatever nick level you're at pretty much in half. So if you're vaping 12 and you switch to a dripper, you're probably going to go to 6. Now, I'm not telling you to start using a dripper because once you do that, you're probably not want to go back to whatever it was before because you won't have the same intense flavor like you get from a dripper because the dripper is like the ultimate.
So
Dripper is the
Scuba,
ultimate flavor. Yes.
Scuba, why don't you do just a quick, because I know you've got everything. So you've got the MTL AVP,
Mouth to lung.
you've
Oh
got
yeah,
that.
it's
You
upstairs,
Why
but
don't
yeah.
you show that, a tank, a dripper, so that she has an idea of what it is that we're talking about and how they work?
Real quick before we do that, you guys remember the resins that I was showing you before the show? Travis Mitchell, who just popped in, is the one that makes this.
Nice, Travis. Nice job. That is awesome. And
That
no, you
that
do
is
not sell
freaking
that for like
gorgeous.
$50.
Yeah,
That's
that
got to
is
be at least
See, I
freaking
100.
told you,
gorgeous.
TJ.
That is gorgeous, man. I
Yeah,
didn't. How
this
come
is
when you
friggin'
showed it before, I didn't see it
amazing.
that pretty? I love that. My son loves wolves. I mean, loves wolves. I should get that just for him. The Marine loves wolves.
JT,
Freaking,
shut
Erica,
up.
he's all into it. So, I mean, if we're going to go through the whole deal here, as far as pod kits go, I don't even have that pod kit handy. But there's so many pods on the market now, it isn't even funny. Um, that's gorgeous, man. I like that.
good job, Travis.
Hell yeah. Oh, you
Good.
deserve it, dude. I
He is
suck at art.
seriously talented.
I would if I made that, it would look like a stick figure
Shut
So,
up,
wolf.
Slappy.
well, before my connection drops out again,
Yes.
Arika, when it comes to what you should buy, think about with smoking, what is it that really kept you going with smoking? Was it the draw, a tight draw, so having that limited amount coming in? Was it the heat? Was it the throat hit?
You
Was it just the nicotine?
My question is, what is she vaping now? What kind of tank or what device are you vaping now?
Well, she said that she was running a Nico with a .8 ohm mesh coil with 12 milligram.
A Nico?
That's what she said.
Smock.
Smock
Oh,
Nico
oh,
using
Smock.
0.8
those.
ohm
Okay,
mesh.
so basically
Yeah, the new
a
smoke
pod
device.
kit. Okay.
Yeah, and that is, if I remember, if it's the one I'm thinking it is, it's not a great pod device.
Yeah.
So there's some better ones out there. So if you're getting a lot of juice kind of coming through,
Oh,
you may want
thank
to think
you.
about a different one. And there's some great ones that are out there. And if you buy online, yeah, the Miko. If you buy it online, they generally run a little bit cheaper. Not that we don't like supporting our local brick and mortar stores. It all depends on what your budget is. But if we can get Scuba to do it, he can give us a quick
That's cool.
rundown.
Somebody drew that?
He can give us a
What do you
quick
mean you
rundown.
did? You didn't draw that.
Scuba. That's cool.
Munchkin's
wow.
Munchkin's daughter, I'm sorry, drew this.
That's awesome.
That's a
I don't know if you can
that's
see the
impressive.
detail. Let me see if I can show this on the bill cam because that
This
doesn't even.
drawing.
What is on his phone?
Well, no, it's
Now look at it.
Wow.
That's why I was like,
It's
what?
gorgeous.
Oh, your screen's darkening. There we go. That
That
is
is
amazing.
freaking gorgeous,
Look
dude.
at the writing
Yeah.
on that. stuff.
There's no damn way I could do that. Not
Holy.
a chance in hell.
That's
That's very good.
Look at this.
Wow.
Scuba.
Stuart, yes.
Tell you what, I just
Can you talk a little bit about the starter type?
Yeah,
MTLs
most of the
that
starter
takes the
kits that
RDAs.
you get out there now the market is flooded with pod kits, and to be honest with you, pod kit is great. It's a great take and get it on the go mod. But to be honest with you, Orica, you're not going to get the most amount of flavor out of any of those pod kits. I haven't seen one yet. Now this one's pretty good, the Aspire AVP. This one's got a little bit more airflow to it. It actually gives me a really good vape. But besides that one, I would recommend the Orion. And you don't even have to get the Orion DNA version. You can get the Orion Q. That's another good pod kit. But if you decide to bump up, they have a lot of mouth to lung tanks out there. The K-Fun, although it's really old, is still a great mouth to lung, or the Nautilus version 1, Nautilus version 2, which is the new one that's out there that you can probably still find at most vape shops. Those are mouth to lung. What is my thoughts on the Rebirth RTA? Adam, I ordered the Rebirth RTA. They sent me the damn Rebirth dripper, which I already, dude, I got 3 of them. I mean, how many Rebirths? I got Rebirths coming out the rear end. I just don't have the RTA yet. Adam,
Reverse coming out the Riri.
yeah, and if it's anything like the dripper was or like the intake was, then I'm sure I'm going to like it, but I don't have it, so I can't give you my honest opinion on it. This, as far as vapor production and flavor goes, on the Spire AVP, which comes with a really nice lanyard, by the way, is pretty damn good.
Yeah, that's that one that I said I'd buy just for the damn lanyard.
Yeah,
It's not bad. Yeah, the lanyard I got in my drawer here. Actually, it's right here. Yeah, the lanyard.
and that's made by Aspire, right?
Yes, Aspire. You push button, boom. This whole thing, this connects to your pod, and then you take your whole pod, and then you have that around your neck, and you just click it back on. This is for on the go. You know, I wouldn't keep this. You don't want to keep anything that doesn't have a breakaway around your neck, just in case. Say you get this stuck on a tree branch and you fall. You don't want to have something that's going to choke you. They should have had some type of breakaway on this.
If I get stuck on a tree branch, we've got bigger problems.
Well, I'm just saying, any type of cord like that around your neck needs to some type of breakaway. You don't want to hang yourself on a freaking cord. That's all I'm saying. I can't even draw stick people. Dolores, I'm in the same boat. We're together on that one.
I can draw a mean stick person, but that's about it. Now, you get me in a digital design environment, like in Photoshop or Illustrator or something like that, I do okay. But hand drawing, nah. I'll leave that to the pros.
Yeah,
I can't even write it anymore by hand.
It depends. I mean, it depends on whether or not you like mouth to lung or you want direct lung. If you want a straight inhale, then you're going to want to go with something more than a pod kit, because I don't know any pod kit that's direct lung. But you got to think before you make that jump. Once you go to that level, it's going to be hard to go back down. You can still vape these type devices, but you're not going to get the same. I was advised direct to lung with what I've got from Jen and Higgy. I would just like to get more flavor. Okay. Orica, perfect. More flavor. Which way she shouldn't go directly to a dripper. She should go to some type of.
If she wants to do a DTL, move to something like the Mesh Pro or the Falcon RT or the Falcon tank, something along those lines. Those would be great DTL tanks that are replaceable heads with amazing flavor.
There you go. Yeah, I would go to a tank that's a regular sub-ohm tank that you can change the coils out in, because if you go to a dripper, you're not even going to want to go back to any type of tank, probably.
Well, and a lot of people just don't want the hassle of dealing with dripper.
Right. And a lot of people don't like building. I do a lot of building on this channel. I mean, Aries builds his tail off.
Yeah, I build from time to time.
Aries can make some coils that you wouldn't even believe.
This is a Freemax Pro mesh tank.
There you go.
There
That
you
would
go.
be perfect.
This would be a perfect tank for you, and you can put this onto a mod. And Scuba, can you talk about mods a little bit?
Mods. Now mods come in a multitude of flavors, depending on whether you want a inbuilt lipo battery or you plan on buying 18. Now there's multiple batteries also. You got 18650s, 2700, 21700 are the main three that we use right now. There's also smaller versions. If you're going to go buy now, think of this on batteries. The first two digits of it is the actual circumference of the battery. So if 18 millimeter, it would be a 18350 or whatever. That's 18 millimeters around. Then you got the 3.5 will be the length of the battery, and the 0 means it's a circle. That's all that means.
Orica
So
Freemax Mesh Pro.
Freemax Mesh Pro, yes. Make sure you get the Mesh Pro because the Mesh is so much better than the regular coils that they have out there. The Mesh just gives you amazing flavor. John Q, I have nice penmanship. What? Well, I don't even know what's. Anyways,
Yeah, K-Fun sums it up pretty good. Your mod is your power source, and it's just dependent on what type of power source you want. Do you want adjustable? Do you want one with replaceable batteries? Do you want one with a built-in battery? But that's your power source.
yes. And you have non-regulated mods, which are basically a mod that's just a switch with batteries. A regulated mod will be a mod that usually has a screen that you can adjust the wattage on.
You want to get a regulated mod.
Yes.
So that's one where
Unregulated
you can
is not
adjust.
good for new vapors.
Yeah, you want one that you can adjust the wattage or the voltage, preferably.
The wattage.
Most of them out there are the wattage.
Right. That way, you can sit there and adjust your wattage to your personal preference. Depending on how warm of a vape you want, you can sit there and bump up your wattage higher and higher and higher. You want something rechargeable. A lot of the mods, even though they have a battery like this one here, this is the Delta. This one has a 21700 battery in it, but it also has a charge port in the front. Now, I don't recommend charging batteries through the mod. It's better to buy a separate charger, but you can charge this using a USB cord. If you don't have, if you have to, then that's what you got to do. But it's better to have a separate charger. Like you don't have to get a 6-bay charger. You can probably get a 2-bay or a 4-bay, and you can usually get those less than $20 for a charger.
So she's asking, what should she buy? So what is a good not a good inexpensive mod, either 18650, 2700, 21700. Let's give her a list of what she needs to go out and get.
Okay, so Dolores put in a link for the Mesh Pro. The one that she put in is $27.99. I found it over at Element Vape, the same tank, and they are selling it right now for $22.95. So there's something to look for.
There you go, Element Vape, $22.95 for that tank. As far as mods go, you can get a single battery mod or a dual battery mod. Now the dual batteries,
go dual battery, 18650, and then we need to give her a charger as well.
Yeah.
Well, but we need to find her a mod that is suitable.
Yes.
One that's, is
how about the
IPV
Eclipse is not the most user friendly, but it is very cheap and
get one that's user friendly, easy to use. So when you take it out of the box and pop the batteries in, it's already set up. All you have to do is basically just simply adjust the wattage, and you're good to go.
Yeah, the Aegis is not bad. The Aegis Legend.
If you could buy it, I'd recommend the Omiya Rudder, but they're hard to find.
The Rudder, yeah, the Rudder.
Because it's a good cheap one.
And that one's definitely cheap, and it's worth the money. So.
The Nova 200.
There you go.
The Nova 200 is basically, as far as performance goes, it's basically the current Sigeli 150. It's not quite as durable as the Sigeli 150.
Is that an Element?
Yeah, Element's got it for $44.95.
And you want to get some good batteries.
What batteries do they have?
For batteries, I would go with LGHG or LGHG2s. That's the battery of choice right now for me.
So one-stop shopping. If you were to
Uh,
buy them off of Element Vape, what would you get?
let's see. Let me see if they've got decent batteries on Element
And
Vape.
Orica, I highly recommend you get 2 sets of batteries. So
Yeah.
you can have one set in the charger while you've got one set in your
Yeah,
device.
so buy 4 batteries. That way you have one set for your mod and one set on the charger. And I
And
tell you,
No,
when you vape this tank, you're going to be like, oh my God, the flavor is 10 times what it was from the pod kit,
do
if
not
not more.
buy batteries from Element Vape. I just pulled them up. They're selling the LGHG2s for almost $10 a piece.
Yeah, you may
all
have to
right,
buy
so
your batteries somewhere else.
can you pop in a link then of where she should get the
Yeah,
batteries?
yeah, I'm getting it.
And maybe they've got a good charger where you get the batteries that you can
18650 battery stores who I go through, and they have great prices on the batteries and the chargers.
Hell yeah. Get her, Aries. Yeah, we've been doing this a while, Orica. I mean, I know. How
Exactly,
long?
JQ.
How long
Okay, so
have?
there's your batteries. Those are $5.49 a piece, and they also have the eFest chargers for a really good price right now. Let's
The
see,
Doo Doo
where's the Lush
Browns are
Q4?
good. The
and
LGs, yeah, those are good. I like those
And
brown
here's the
batteries.
Lush Q4 from eFest, and they've got it for $14.99.
and
Bam.
Orica, the reason why we're being very specific about the batteries, a lot of the batteries that you purchase through brick and mortar stores, a lot of the brick and mortar stores, not all of them, through the online stores, they're not the best batteries. They can't handle the amperage that we need for our devices. They don't have the
They
battery
become
life.
dangerous.
Yeah.
It becomes dangerous.
Good batteries have high mAh and high amp. You don't
So
want
we're
batteries that can't handle the amps for whatever device you're running,
You may
or
be overloading her.
you'll overload the mod,
No,
and
I
the
mean you
batteries
may
will
be
get
overloading
hot.
her.
Yeah, overloading her too. Yeah, but
right.
yeah.
Like, let's just keep it simple. She's just asking basically, what should I
Marry your
get?
batteries. Yeah. John Q, as far as marrying your batteries, oh, you're very welcome. Orica, that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. If you're going to if you buy 4 batteries and the mod takes 2 batteries, mark your batteries like AA, BB. That way you keep those married. So always run the A batteries at the same time and then
Exactly, Don
swap
Young.
them out and swip them to B batteries. That way, because what'll happen is if you start switching those out, you'll get what you call one of the batteries will discharge faster than the other, and you don't. And what it's going to do is it's going to put a strain on one of those batteries. So it's important to marry your batteries to keep the strain off of either battery. That way it's equal. That way, as they get older, as your batteries get older, they always have the same amount of strain on them. That way you don't have one battery that goes, screw it, I'm out of here, and it vents on you. You don't want that. So just check out those links. I know we're overloading you. I don't mean to do that.
So
But
Orica, Aries
I'm
JJ
putting
with the
in,
wrench
yeah, I'm putting in
just
her
popped
Pearl
in a couple
shopping list.
minutes.
Okay, thank you, Dolores, and I'm getting the mod right now. Give me just a second.
oh, she said she don't remember what mod you decided on.
Yep, that's what I'm getting her right now.
All right, I'm gonna use the
Okay,
bathroom. Y'all
so
keep her up.
Dolores just put in the tank, and right there's the mod.
So Orica, if you've got questions, ask. If you order the stuff and you join us next week, or you can ask questions then, or Scuba has a Facebook page. It's Scuba's Hangout. Feel free to join that, and you can ask questions there. There's quite a few of us that actively monitor what's going on there, so we can help answer questions there for you too.
Not me because I'm lazy. But there's
Well,
Scuba's Hangout Facebook group.
so Orica, hopefully this will help get you all set up, and you're probably going to have questions when you go through and get everything. So feel free to ask. That's what we're here for. And it's awesome that you're been off cigarettes now for a week, and you're already going down the path of getting your first tank and everything. That's awesome. Oh, and when you get your tank with the stock coil, something to keep in mind is when you first get it, if you've got the juice from Jen at e-cigs, you may first off you may find that the 12 milligram is too strong for you, so you may need to go down to like 6 milligram. Play it by ear, see how you're doing with it. But when you first get the tank, it's going to unscrew, and you'll take it apart. So you'll take the bottom off, and when Scuba gets back, maybe we can show you, or let me see if I can find one
I
here.
was going to say, I don't know if I have one here or not. I think I gave. Oh.
But when you first get it, you'll take the tank apart. I think I've got one here. You'll take the tank apart and unscrew it.
European or African wolf?
Here we go.
Orica, good luck on all your future endeavors, and I hope you get, and I can't wait for you to come back. Hopefully you'll come back, because I can promise you there's a lot of other vape shows on YouTube. There's not one, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, I have not seen one other vape show that will stop and help somebody like that right there. Not one.
I've seen one or two. Like
You have?
Vic and them, they'll stop with a brand new vapor and they'll walk them through it.
Oh, I
So-
have not seen that. So okay, all right.
Orica, when you get it and you get the box and you open it up, it's going to look like this when you open up the box. So you're going to have a spare
fact,
coil up
Gail
here.
and them will do it.
You'll have the tank, an extra glass for the tank here, and then you're going to have the tank itself. You just pull the tank out, and then you take the base of the tank and just unscrew it, and it'll unscrew. Be careful not to drop the glass. It should stay in there, but you just be careful not to drop it. And you're gonna have a coil already in it. What you're gonna want to do is take out just a little bit of your e-liquid, and inside the coil you're gonna see where you've got the cotton. You're just gonna want to wet that cotton just a little bit to help get things started. It's what's called priming it. You're also gonna have a little bit. You're gonna see holes along the side where you can see the cotton. Just get those a little bit wet with a little bit of e-juice as well. That'll help get the wicking started.
Yeah, that's called priming your coil. Make sure you do that.
And then screw the base back on. You don't have to overly tighten it. You just want it snug.
Finger
You don't
tight.
want to, yeah, don't crank down on it. And then once you get it, you're going to see a red, on here you will see a red dot. If I can get it lined up. That red dot is where you slide the lid, the top piece, and it's going to slide and uncover the juice hole where you can fill it. So you just fill the tank of the Freemax through this hole, and then once you fill that up, let the tank sit for about between 5 and 10 minutes. The reason being is you want to make sure that all that cotton fills with e-liquid before you start to vape it. And start vaping it at a lower wattage. So set your wattage on the device to like 30 watts for just a little bit, and then start adjusting it up slowly from there until you get to the wattage that you normally want to vape at. And that's going to be playing it by ear. And in the device, I believe the starter coil that comes in it already has a recommended vaping of...
Start lower than what it says. Work your
Yeah,
way up.
definitely
Yeah.
lower than what it says.
It's got a recommended range of 60 to 90 watts.
Right.
So start at about
Like
30.
50. No,
Start
I
at
would start
about-
at 50.
Yeah, I typically start a little bit lower. Just that, start getting, and what you're doing is you want to start and just go slow. Just a couple of vapes real quickly. And then let it sit for a few seconds and start to pull that juice in, and then vape a little bit more at like 35 watts. Just slowly incremental increase until you get up to the range somewhere between the 60 and 90 where you're comfortable, where it's got the right vape for you. And in doing that, what's going to happen is it's going to prevent the cotton from burning. So if you start vaping on it before it gets fully saturated, the cotton itself is going to burn, and you're going to taste a burnt taste.
Yeah. Bad day.
So that's the reason for the priming, and then slowly working it up.
This is an Aegis legend, by the way.
That's a good little mod too.
Yeah, I mean, if you decide to buy this one, yeah, and there's one Aries is holding. This takes dual 18650s. So, I mean, mod preference is up to you. There's a lot of regulated mods out there, especially that takes dual 18650s. I mean, there's a lot of them out there. Some use your voice to turn on and off,
Which to
so
me
you know,
is-
it's kind of like, yeah.
Yeah, and John
Building
Q,
cam?
my connection's on the fritz, so
You want to see the building
Keep quiet.
can of the legend? Where'd my legend go? Oh, here it is.
Okay,
Here's the,
fun. First of all, I am smart. I know so because Granny's tells me. And Jason, I don't hate on the USMC. They need to be around because someone's got to dispose of the broken crayons.
Oh, you did not just hate on my son. You don't even know what you just started, Aries.
Green crayons. That's their favorite.
My son is in the
I know
my
your
son
is
is
a
in the Marine Corps. All right. Well, why the hell are you hating on the Marines?
Hey, no, it's a family rivalry. The U.S. Navy and the U.S. Marine Corps belong. Well, technically, the U.S. Marine Corps belongs to the Navy, but you know, it's a brotherly kind of thing. Now, the
The
rest of them,
Marines can kick the Navy's ass any day of the
Marines
week.
can't go anywhere without the Navy.
What the? Oh my God! Whatever.
Who transports the Marines everywhere? The United States Navy does.
There you go. The Navy's swell. They give the real warriors a ride.
And we cover their ass from the air too. So you know, it
That's
is what
Air
it is.
Force. That's Air Force.
No. Air Force
Oh,
actually
no.
does very, very little as far as actual combat goes.
Yeah.
Most of their
The
stuff is
Navy does-
intelligence. And,
yeah, Navy
Navy.
does most of the air combat.
I'm not. Don't. All right. Whatever. I'm not even gonna get. I'm not.
So,
Not even
and,
going-
and who do you think launches all those missiles?
that would be the aircraft carriers and the destroyers. Mainly the destroyers.
Yeah.
Ooh, you've got a couple others that are in that fleet too.
You know. Well, I mean, we could always go with the SSBNs, but you know, those are not missiles that you want fired.
Yeah, but no, you've got the cruisers.
Dumb long. I'll
the
give it
cruisers
to
and
you
such.
on the SEALs. The SEALs are
SSBNs
badass.
and the Los Angeles class, they've got the Tomahawks and whatnot.
Yeah.
Air Force drops bombs.
All the Marines do is go in and mop up what's left.
Oh my God. You got that so wrong. I wish the Marines
No.
training was as easy as the Navy's was. Now the Navy SEALs is completely different. That's separate. I know the SEALs have to.
The SEALs are badass.
They're badass. I mean, they
Between-
are badass.
When it comes to special forces, I would rather have the Navy SEALs and the Marine Recon on my side. I'll just put it like that. Don't get me wrong. I have all the respect in the world for the Army Rangers, but no, I would rather have Navy SEALs and Marine Recon.
Gil, you're funny.
John Q, I'll put it to you this way: the Marines may be the first people in, but the Navy's smart. They stand off at a distance and do the destruction from a distance, so they don't get killed.
I agree, K Fun. Anyone that serves as aces in my
Oh
book.
yeah,
There
no,
you go.
100%. 100%.
Oh yeah.
I definitely don't want to get in a armed forces debate.
Oh, no,
that's
no, no.
that's
It-
ridiculous.
It's all friendly banter.
Anybody in the military is awesome.
Yeah, no,
anybody who has
it's all
served.
friendly banter.
Yeah. No, it is.
Coast Guard
Unless
for
you're in a
the
bar fight, and then you got the Navy and the Marines on this side ready to go against everyone, because, yeah, fuck them all.
They're freaking awesome. They all come together to get the job done. That's what's the most important.
Oh, the Navy
I
has
think.
very, very, very incredible weapons.
Oh, they do. They do.
Yeah, they got
it's-
weapons
it's
we don't even
interesting.
know they have, which is ridiculous. But that's
Sloppy
what they-
Joe's saying Coast Guard for the win, but the Coast Guard is actually not military.
They have recently been reclassified because they used to be under Department of
Have they?
Transportation. Now
Right.
they're Department of Homeland Security. So they're still
Gotta
not.
take a
Not
break.
really military.
Yeah, they're
They
still
are,
like
but they aren't.
yeah.
They do more police type work, but they're capable.
Oh, they're capable of stepping up. Don't get me wrong. But the ongoing joke is, why do all Coast Guard have to be 6 foot tall so they can walk home when their boat sinks?
And Aries, whatever you were saying, I totally missed it.
Oh, I said, why do all Coast Guard have to be 6 foot tall so they can walk home when their boat sinks? Yeah, that's what we were just saying, Dumb. Coast Guard has now been reclassified under Homeland Security. They used to be Department of Transportation, but they've been reassigned. And I think we're losing speed again.
I'm back
Okay.
for a minute. We'll see how long.
Oh, Batman's in here. What's up, Batman?
Hey, Batman.
So Orca used to work for a division. Scroll past you quick. Used to work for a division of Boeing, Electronic Warfare and Surveillance System Division. I've got a stepdaughter that she's recently retired, but she used to work for Northrop Grumman, and so yeah, that shit gets crazy. Batman, where you been hiding? I hadn't seen you in ages.
He's been around.
Well, yeah, I haven't really been around that much.
I think he was here. I thought he was here last week.
Fogging out with the Batman. What's up, my man? Yeah, we just got in our little debate over armed forces. I think we're good on that now. We got some new vapors in here tonight, Batman. We're trying to help them out tonight. It's always good to get a new vapor in chat and to be able to help them, along their vaping journey, because I know what it's like. I mean, I smoked 32 years. I know there's people, especially grannies, smoked a lot longer than I did.
61, I think it was.
61 years, grannies vape. 61 years.
Not vape, smoked. She smoked.
I mean, smoked.
Years.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I meant smoked.
Yeah.
My tongue's messing up. But yeah, that's a long time to smoke. And if she can quit smoking and switch over to vaping after 61 years of smoking, that's pretty damn good. That just shows you that all these patches and bull crap that they put out there on the market, Big Farm and Big Tobacco and all these guys, that they're just, all they want is your money. They want your money. That's all it is. It's all about money. They're not out for your health. If they was out for your health, then vaping would be worldwide right now, and that's all people would be doing. There would be no more cigarette companies at all.
Yep, just ran the math. 61 years for her.
61. Wow, that's awesome.
And she's been cigarette free for just over. It'll be 5 years this December. Yeah, it'll be 5 years in December for her for completely smoke free. Now,
awesome.
We started vaping back in 2008, but it was kind of swapping back and forth because
it was dual use.
There wasn't anything worthwhile on the market back then. Not publicly accessible.
That's true. Well, I mean, even back then, I know, because for me, there was a lot of crap out there. But there was still, even whether the IGO WLs and the W4s.
Well, but you had to know where to look back then, and we didn't have the community that we do today.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so, I got a hold of a dripper really early.
Getting the smoke tips off of off of a telephone number, or the blues or the enjoys, things like that. That's what we started off with, and then we would get through and go back to smoke, and then we'd come back with the new technology and back and forth. Born again virgin. Well, alrighty then.
Thank you, John Q.
Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Hey, I'm just glad that we can all toast to good health now, getting off the stinkies. Even if you're a dual user, nobody's gonna condemn you on this channel if you're a dual user. If you still have to have a smoke every once in a while,
I'll condemn them.
There you go. I don't think,
someone condemning for
Dom
dual
Long
using.
still uses his iGo W.
Oh,
Holy
no, no,
moly.
no, that's better than
That's an
nothing.
old dripper for sure. But you know what? Sometimes
These
old
cigarettes
drippers,
will get me
if
too.
that's what does it for you, that's what does it. I remember I started, my first dripper was an iGo W, I think.
My first dripper was the Castle RDA.
The Castle. Yeah, I
Yeah.
had an iGo W and the Chi U mod, mechanical mod. Now, the
Mine was,
Chi U, even though, hell, I
No,
still have
boom
it.
book on
It's
your
like one of the first
knife,
mech mods I ever
your knife
owned.
slot.
I still
Hey,
have
Shotgun.
that mod.
oh, that's right.
Yeah,
This
no,
thing had terrible battery voltage drop. I mean, terrible. This thing would go through a battery in like 2 hours. No question.
it's not the cigarettes you smoke, it's the ones that you don't smoke that matters. I don't care if you're vaping a point 0.1 or a 10 ohm coil. If it's safe and it satisfies you, that is all that matters because at the end of the day, it is your vaping journey.
There you go, Dolores. There's his speech. Speech. Fogging out with a Batman is Orica. There's another good guy for if you want to watch a really good guy that knows a lot about vaping. Fogging out with a Batman. Well, I was about to call him fogging out with a vape man. Fogging out with a vape man. Fogging out with the vape man. There you go. No, he's definitely a good guy. Knows what he's doing. Knows his shit. As long
Love you, Gail. We'll
as
talk
well
later.
as a lot of other people
Thank you.
on YouTube.
Yes.
There's a wealth of information on YouTube about vaping. There is no way that you can't find out what you need to know. That's why we're here, so we can hopefully answer the questions that you have about vaping.
John
It's
Q,
it's really
you can
important.
see.
If you learn anything, Orica, you need to learn Ohm's law. That's very important. If you decide to build your own coils, now, if you want to be one of those vapors that just throw in stock coils and use a regulated mod, that's fine. If you decide to start building your own coils, you really, really need to know Ohm's law, which Ohm's law is basically going to
Well,
show you
Ohm's
what.
law is good to know in general when you're
hmm
vaping. Even if you're using stock coil tanks, it's not a bad thing to know. So,
Either way, it's good to know, but I'm saying if you're going to build your own coils, you need to know it. That
oh
way
yeah,
you know
it's
what's
a
safe.
must when you're building.
Yes.
I Something tells me she may have a little bit before she gets to
Yeah,
building
given
coils.
given her her career background, yeah, something tells me she knows a little bit about Ohm's law.
All right.
And
Awesome.
Scuba,
Yes.
it's
It's time to do a
6:30.
giveaway. All right.
It is.
All right. We're going to do
I can
Vaping
get one in
Watch.
just a second.
We're going to do Vaping Watch giveaway, which I have set up here somewhere over here. There it is. And that's for T-Max. We have a $20 off coupon off of a $24 order or more from Vaping Watch. They also have strawberry banana on sale. I believe it's 20% off right now. So if you like strawberry banana, boom, vapingwatch.com. Go check that out. Now, if you want to enter this, you could win. Just type exclamation point T-Max and you could win this. You will have to set up an account over at vapingwatch.com. And once you do that, if you do win, they will add that directly to your account. That way, if you go make an order of $24 or more, it'll take that $20 right off the top. Boom. There you go. They have some really good flavors over there. Battery safety, yeah. Yeah, we did do that. Fogging out. We didn't talk about battery wraps, which is another good point that you're bringing up.
Aries has got a link
Yeah,
to a
I've
great
actually
video.
I've actually got that. Give me just
Oh,
a
you
second. I'm
posted
pulling
that?
it.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, that's the Ohm's law calculator, or the Ohm's law chart. But I do have a good video on batteries and battery wrap.
Yeah, your batteries, especially if you get 18650s, make sure that the wraps on the batteries are blemish free. In other words, no nicks, cuts, anything like that in them, especially up towards the positive side of the battery, which is where the most damage can happen because your positive and negative are right next to each other. You'll have a positive, and then you have your insulator, and then your negatives right next to that. If there's any kind of cuts near that, your battery can short out, which could cause an issue. We don't
And
want to see
Arica,
you on the
Aries
news.
Aries just put in the link and I know you're getting this late now, but Aries just put in the link to a YouTube video that'll show you some battery care and how to rewrap and things to watch out for.
Orica, I'm on every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you do decide to come back, we're on every Friday at 8 o'clock. I'm
And if
always
you're in
getting
Arizona,
vape
that's
gear
5
in.
p.m.
I don't get it in as fast as Batman and Fagan and Mike Vapes. I don't get it like they do because they're all specified vape reviewers. I have I do live shows only because I really don't have the time to do short 5-minute reviews. But every Friday I'm on and we do this same thing. So if you find any questions during the week, come in here Friday and just hit me with those questions, and we will answer those to the best of our ability. We will sure try.
If we don't have the answer and we can't find the answer, we can send you to someone who will have the answer.
Battery
Yeah,
Mooch,
exactly.
Battery Mooch is a
Mooch an
great
amazing guy.
person. Battery Mooch is an awesome guy. He goes in and does actual testing on every type of battery that's on the market now. And that will let you know how good batteries are, whether you should buy them or stay away from them. Battery Mooch has been around for quite a while now, and he's actually a really cool guy that does it. He's the only guy I know that actually tests the crap out of batteries.
Torchy was the original over on ECF. He used to do it. I don't know if he's still around though.
Yeah. The Pina Colada vape from Vaping Watches off the chain. Pina Colada is really good. I don't know how they managed to mimic that flavor exactly. Hell, even fogging out with a Batman. If you like Pina Colada, man, Vaping Watch makes like the spot on Pina Colada. It's basically the same thing without actually drinking it. It's freaking right on the money.
And if I'm not around, get a hold of
Thank
Jen.
you,
Jen will
Orica.
get a hold of me for the answer. Since everyone's deciding to.
Orica won! Orica won! Are you kidding me?
Nice.
Oh man, that
I
is
know,
freaking
Jakey.
awesome.
I can rip right back.
Okay, Orica, you're gonna click on that link right there, the second one that says fill out this form. You're gonna go fill out that form. Make sure you make an account at that first link at vapingwatch.com. Make an account right there. Then go to that winner's form, fill out that, and boom. Hey, that winning thing is not rigged at all. She won fair and square. Congratulations, Orica. Hell yeah.
Yeah, congrats.
I highly recommend the Kentucky Bourbon Custard. If you like custard vapes, Kentucky Bourbon Custard, one of my favorites. Pina Colada, really good from them. Boosted Apple Pie, oh my goodness.
I'll tell you what, I've really been enjoying the taffy that they've got.
Oh, which taffy? The strawberry?
Yeah, the strawberry taffy.
Strawberry taffy is really good. The strawberry cake I really like too.
And if you like melons, like honeydew, they've got a great honeydew straw pair.
Pina Colada is Puerto Rico's drink of choice. Hell yeah, Batman. Hell yeah.
I've been kind of backing off on this on the dragon fruit one. It's been getting to me lately.
Batman, if you get Pina Colada from Vaping Watch, and I want you to come back and tell me, oh my God, that does not taste like Pina Colada. There is no way. That tastes spot on Pina Colada. There is no question.
Orica,
Never mind,
it's $20 off. Yeah, basically it's $20 off, but it's if you've got a $24 purchase.
Of the $24 order.
Right.
Yeah, you got to spend $24 and they'll take $24. There you go. Thank you, RS. You like strawberry and pineapple. They have strawberry vapes. They have a strawberry batter cake, I do believe it is. Really good.
Go with the strawberry taffy.
The strawberry taffy. Oh my God, that's good too.
That's what's in here right now.
And Orica, when you go to their website, you want to look at the T-Max. It's going to be
Grills Mills.
And you'll see bottles that look like a crud. I don't have one hand. Oh, no, I do.
Right here.
Batman, hey, it's not about shouting me out, but I appreciate it.
The
if you
T-Max
like that
bottles
Pina
are very
Colada,
plain looking.
shout out Vaping Watch, man, because they deserve it. They nailed Pina Colada. I ain't lying. They nailed it.
So make sure you, Arca, make sure you look at the T-Max because that's what the code is for. It's for the T-Max. It's not for their other brands that are up there.
And I do recommend, if you order from T-Max, I do recommend getting the dropper top to put on there.
Yeah, because they have
pay a few
glass.
extra cents for it.
They got glass
It
bottles,
just
so
comes with
yeah.
just a plain glass bottle. I do recommend getting the dropper for it.
Oh my gosh, that pina colada is so good. I want to get some more of the Kentucky bourbon custard, man. That right there is my crack from them. They got some really good Kentucky bourbon
See, and
custard.
for her, it's the vanilla mint candy. That's what she really loves.
Yeah, the vanilla mint candy. Yeah, I haven't even tried that. When's the scuba tank coming out? John Q, I don't think I'll ever have a tank coming out. I'm not big enough. If anybody, I think Batman will get a tank before I do. Hey, Batman, hey, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Love to hear your thoughts on it, dude. I would not bullcrap you. That pina colada is off the chain. Off the chain. There's a lot of good juices out there, and this is not a big company or anything, but their pina colada, I don't know what they did, but they nailed it. Nailed it.
Now, I'll tell you what. Okay, so
Dragon banana fruit's really good too.
TJ won one of the coupons here a while back, and I gave him a list of, the normal favorites, the pina colada, Kentucky bourbon, custard, and whatnot. He really, and he's the first one that I've heard, being fully transparent, he's the first one that I've heard that didn't care for the pina colada.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, he didn't care for it.
I've never seen anybody not like the pina colada. Never seen anybody like.
There's always going to be at least one. People aren't.
Wow. If you know what pina colada drinks taste like, it's the freaking same thing.
Trust me, TJ knows
John
what
Q.
pina colada tastes like.
John Q, it's not a year. It's going to be at least October.
No, I don't know what
Squonker.
Batman's asking me on what for. I don't know what that's for.
I have no idea.
Me either. Yeah, so the Fat Fish RDA. Interesting RDA. I don't think it's anything groundbreaking about this RDA, but I like it because when you squonk on it, the airflow holes are way up at the top, which helps out, especially when you're squonking, because you can't over squonk and if you over squonk this, you're really filling it up with juice. You'd have to flood the bejesus out of this thing.
Did you measure the depth of that juice well? Because just at a glance, it looked like it was right around that 6 to 7 millimeter mark.
I don't think that. No, this one don't do depth. Damn it! I can't. This caliper, my good calipers are somewhere buried.
I thought you got the same one. Oh wait, no, it's
I do.
The same one that I have.
I have the metal one, but it's buried in my stuff that I haven't unpacked yet. I got the calipers, but
the one that comes in this box.
Yep.
Yeah, look for the pina colada, Batman. Grab you a bottle. I would get 120 mil because you're gonna want it. Trust me. There's no question.
The calipers.
I love my Venka.
Yes, they are nice. They work well.
Incredibly accurate.
That's pretty good because I was looking for the calipers that you had and I didn't remember what they were.
The pina colada was a little too vomity. What? John Q. There you go. Yeah, nice calipers. Yeah, those measure depth. I wish. Let me see if it shows how deep the juice well is in the manual or something because I have no clue.
Most of them don't show that measurement in the manual.
If it does, I'd be surprised. Let's see.
And I think our lag has gone
it says
about 30 seconds again.
Huge juice well. That's what it says. Huge juice well.
Let's find out. Hey, Dolores, type 1.
We got lag again?
Yeah.
Okay, the manual only says huge juice well. It doesn't say what the size is on the juice well. Top flow air design, 2 versions airflow, easy build deck, anti-lock, airflow adjustable.
20 seconds, roughly.
Damn, man, YouTube is just jacking us right now.
Yeah, between 20 and 23 seconds, depending on viewer location.
Getting this back in this box is a pain in the roll butt, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, like the Aries said thing, just stick a paper clip in there and measure that.
A paper clip?
Yeah, put a paper clip in there, measure it off with your thumb at the rim, pull it out, and then measure that distance.
Let's see.
Speed red, Aries white, Scuba blue. Who's got the stars?
Is that deep?
Flag.
I don't know if you can see the end of the tweezer.
We meant to measure on your caliper, but okay.
I don't. How am I going to caliper? What do you mean? How am I going to measure it on the caliper? What are you talking about?
Never mind, Scuba. It's okay.
It's too technical for him.
There's no way to measure it on my caliper, dude.
Put something down inside, mark it with your thumb, pull it out, and use your calipers to mark.
Oh, I got you. I got you. Okay, I understand. All right, let me see if I can find something. Damn.
He's having a hard time with this and finding a hole.
Yeah, he is.
I'm having a hard time right now.
RS, peanut butter buster.
This is going to be wrong, but I'm looking at about 9 millimeters.
That's awful deep.
Yeah. Let me see if I can get a better measurement. I can't really.
Oh, Munchie, he's doing such a good job all on his own. We don't have to.
Okay, more like 7 millimeters.
That sounds better.
Okay, that's kind of what I was figuring. It was right around that 6 to 7 mark.
That's pretty deep though for a juice well. It's deep. I'll just put it this way: it's deep.
Yeah, but
I mean, but on top of the juice well, the air flows up at the top. I mean, how are you going to ever overflow this thing?
See, but the thing that I'm worried about, and we discussed this already, is the return pull.
The return, right? Yeah, the return is at the top. So, the reason I didn't even bother to check the bottom to see if it returns there is why would it even be there? Why? Because when it comes to you, it comes with a standard pin in it. So you have to put the squonk pin in it, and it doesn't have another hole in there. So
no. So what
obviously,
I would do is, personally, I mean, and I don't recommend this for just anybody, but personally, what I would do is I would file that down.
Yeah.
I would follow that down level with the deck.
Well, you can't because the deck is raised on this. So the squonk pin is level with the deck.
Oh, so it's a drop down on each side then.
Right. See, let me show you.
Screw that.
See how the whole deck is raised up?
Yeah, no, that's a definite no for me.
So all the juice would collect in the bottom here, and the return is all the way up here. So
yeah, that's ignorant. That's a design flaw.
I don't think there's a bottom return. Now, when I take the wick out of this and double check it, I will make sure.
If there's a bottom
I don't think there's a return.
Cool. And I'll retract my statement. But if there's not a bottom return on that, that is a massive design flaw.
Correct. I agree with you there. There should be a bottom return because if you're going to squonk it, it needs to be able to pull all the juice, all the extra juice out. Out of the well.
Not only that, but Scuba, that squonker that you're using, if I remember correctly, it doesn't suck back, does it?
Well, yes, the Delta, it squonks back. When you let go, it sucks all the excess back out.
Yeah, it's got that negative return pressure that pulls back the excess.
Yep. I love the Delta. I mean, it may be a single battery mod, but it's a 21700. And
yes, Aries is smart.
I love this push button where you don't have to squeeze a bottle or anything. You just squeeze this button and it puts juice in there. It's great. You just got to remember to hit the button. It's not automatic or anything like the X Class is that's coming out. But this one, as far as if you hit the button.
I am really curious to put that thing through its paces.
The X Class? Yeah, me too. And, until they come out or Jazzy gets tired of his, we won't be seeing no X Class.
From what I understand, mid to late June with a price point roughly right around the 190 mark.
190.
Ouch.
That is now the X class is dual battery though, right?
Yes,
18650.
it's a dual 18650 auto squonk 8 milliliter tank or reservoir, and let's see what else was. Oh, anodized finish.
Ah,
Yeah, I'll pick
So
one
there
up
should
when they
be a
come
lot
out.
of people complaining about faulty paint jobs,
I
like they
hope
were with
Vic
the
has
Oh,
ordered
G5.
his
no.
Fatality M25. I really
Yeah,
hope he
Dom
has.
Long, the one that Vic has is a pre-release. It's not the release version.
Vic said he was going to order the Fatality M25, and he don't order anything. But he liked the original Fatality so much, he said, I'm going to order the M25. So we'll see. Matter of fact, I'm going to screw this M25 onto my Steam Crave Titan PWM and vape this thing.
The one thing that I'm still kind of iffy on with the X Class is the touchscreen.
Yeah.
I'm
Even
not a
Jazzy
fan of
said he's not.
touchscreens.
He's like, I don't know about the touchscreen. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of touchscreens.
The blank or the fat fish. Now I don't have the blank, so that
Ooh.
is a good
It,
question.
it is not the blank. It is the point blank.
Okay, so Tetley, I have not had any of the pod devices from Yeehee, but my understanding is that the brand new pods that they've come out with are a lot better than the original ones.
Cassie, as far as the differences between the original Fatality and the 25, there's about 3 differences that I can tell you. Number one, the size. Obviously, it goes from 28 down to 25 millimeter. Number two, the 25 has a Ultim airflow diverter that goes into the main airflow compartment that you can take out or put back in there. And number three, which is the main one, I think, the actual tank coming off, instead of it being the billet or the whatever style, what do you call that? The bayonet style connector where you half turn and pull off the whole tank. This one actually unscrews. Those are the main 3 differences. As far as flavor goes, they're the same, in my opinion. The 25 and the original are pretty much on point with each other. It's
And,
just,
and John
yeah,
Q, it is the point blank, and Asmoda sent out an email saying, just to clarify this, it is the point blank, not the blank.
Right.
it is the point blank. Okay.
Okay, so Dom Long, what Jazzy was saying earlier is that it's a brushless motor that's easily replaced. But if I'm not mistaken, I believe that there is a way to manually squonk it. Don't quote
Yes.
me on that just
No,
yet,
there
but I'm
is.
almost positive
Yep,
there's a
there
manual
is.
way.
There is.
Okay.
You can turn it off and manually squonk.
Yeah, it
So,
has a up arrow and down arrow. You can actually pump juice in or take juice out. You can hit the down arrow and it'll suck the juice out if you want.
well, but what he was saying was if the motor goes bad.
Oh,
You
I
can,
got you. I got
it,
you.
it,
Yeah.
Vic was saying with his that it can be set to manually squonk.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Let's see, and there was one other person that had a question. Oh, no, the air diverter, the ultimate air diverter in the M25. I've heard of 4 people so far that have been having problems with those coming loose and going up against the coil and melting. I don't know
Really?
if I liked it.
I
Yeah,
don't know where Three
and
Dog went, John Q.
and
She just disappeared.
I saw the pictures. It's bad.
The M25?
Yeah, on the M25, that little honeycomb
Really?
Yeah.
ultimate air diverter, it came free and it got up against the coil and just, yeah.
Mine kind of snaps. I took mine out when I first got it, but it kind of snapped back in place.
Yeah, when it
So
goes in,
It's,
it's
it's
in.
tight.
the guy that the first one that I saw, the guy had 2 of them. He had one that was still in the packaging, and then the one that had gone bad. He opened up the one that was still in its packaging, took off the top, flipped it over, and it just fell out.
Wow.
Wow.
I actually had to pry mine out with a
Yeah,
screwdriver.
I did too. I had to pry it out. It was in there. That's crazy.
No,
Yeah,
I haven't tried vaping without the honeycomb
me either.
piece in there.
Yeah, I've always left the honeycomb in there just so I could see if it was the same. And I mean, it seems a little quieter. But other than that, it seems like the same flavor and everything as far as the flavor goes from the Fatality and the M25. I mean, they got a great design on their hands, so The fatality
Yeah,
25 is
tolerances are
death.
a funny thing, dire thing.
I don't think it's death. What do you mean? Is it death? I think the original design was better just because it's easier to pop your tank off and rewick. The new one being unscrewed, I don't know. I mean, I
No,
like the
K-Fan, people
original.
have a desire for some reason to let me know when their ship breaks, even though it has nothing to do with me. No, I'm serious. I got a message just the other day from a guy complaining that his Goon RDA, he had gotten one of the brass 25s, and was complaining to me that the ohm difference with a coil set on it versus a different Goon was off by 0.02 and wanted to know what I was going to do to fix it. I'm like,
What?
I'm
Point
going to
zero
tell you to
two.
go, yeah, 0.02 difference. I'm like, okay, first of all, that's
And what you're
tolerance
going
range.
to do to fix it?
Yeah, I told him, I said, first of all, that's tolerance range. I said, second, I'm not going to do shit except for tell you to go talk to 528.
No, Aries, you should have said just send it to me and I'll test it. It may take a
Right?
few years.
It's good you get the word out on shit that breaks. Well, there
Well,
you go. I mean,
look at what Scuba did with the Cherry Bomber. I
Oh
mean,
my
Scuba got
God.
a. Don't people still message you on that thing?
Yes, you would be surprised, dude. I made the 5-minute video on the Cherry Bomber. That thing has I don't even know how many views it's at right now. I still get messages to this day about the Cherry Bomber. Well, what if I paint my Cherry Bomber? Hey, well, then that'll help you. I was just showing that the Cherry Bomber has a constant positive negative connection. Whether you lock the mod or not, it can fire. That's all I was showing. And I thought I made that apparent in the 5-minute video, but people still ask me question after question about that damn video. And then I had people saying that I faked the video. That was the most funniest thing. I was like, I faked what? I faked the video? Oh, hell no. Oh
And
my
what's bad
gosh.
is I see so many of those clone Cherry Bombers on the scam groups
Oh,
or
really?
the authentication groups, both. And it's just like, and everyone says just ignore that and just avoid it because you'll blow yourself up.
Yeah. The Cherry Bomber, I mean, the mod itself worked great, but it was dangerous. I just wanted people to be aware that, hey, don't take this mod and put it in your pocket. If you got keys or something in your pocket, it can and will fire
Well,
in
let's be
your
honest, you
pocket.
shouldn't put any mod in your pocket to begin with.
True, very true, but people are going to do it. You know as well as I do, people are going to do it. And I was trying to cover my own ass, and I said, and even in the video, I was like, if you put this mod in your pocket, because I know people are going to do it. They're going to do it. And
Oh,
the damn thing will fire, man. If your keys touch across the mod and hit that atomizer, it's going to fire. There's no question about it.
one thing I would like to remind people on, we are moving into summer, so make sure that you're not leaving your batteries in your hot car because you
Oh,
don't want them
yeah.
to overheat and cause an issue. And also be aware of the e-liquid. Your e-liquid is going to start thinning out the warmer it gets.
Yep.
Munchkin,
So
it's the FreeMax Pro Mesh
yeah, I'm
off of
getting the
Element
link
Leaf.
for it. Give me just a second.
Yeah, and Aries is talking about your e-liquid thinning out. That is definitely a true thing, guys. If you leave your mod out in the car now in the hot sun, you got to think of it like motor oil. As motor oil heats up, it loses its viscosity. It gets really thin, and your e-juice does the same thing. So your mod may not be leaking when you get in the car, but when it heats up and that e-juice thins out, it will leak, and you'll have a mess in your cup holder or wherever you keep your mod. You'll have a damn mess. So be aware of that. Whether you have the AC running or not, if that heat's in there and that mod's getting hot, you're probably going to have a leak issue. Don't think that you didn't build it right or something. It's because of how hot that tank got. It will cause it to leak. We're having fun now. And it's 10 o'clock. It's time for
Yep.
the show to end. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out, and to the new vapors that we got on the channel. I hope y'all will join us next week. I'm sure there'll be some new stuff to talk about next week, without question. Always is. I really hope that you enjoy your vape journey. I hope that you continue to stay off the stinkies and stay on vaping, because it definitely will make a better change in your life. You'll feel better overall, regardless. Just being off the cigarettes, man. I mean, cigarettes are just gonna kill you. Uh, Stick to vaping. Um, I know it's helped me tremendously. I can't even begin to think where I would be now if I was still smoking. I know I would be in deep crap at this point. I was already starting to get bad health. Without switching to vaping, yeah, I'd probably be done now. And with the support of the community that I have now, and just everything that's gone on, and the improvements that's gone on with vaping that we try to stay on top of, but we can't, because there's something new every freaking day. There's no way to keep up with it. But I appreciate everybody coming out. We will catch y'all again next week, same bat time, same bat channel. Sorry, Batman, I'm not trying to copy your shit.
Have a
But
great weekend, everybody.
y'all have a great weekend. Stay safe out there. Vape safe and vape on. And we will catch you guys next week. Same time, same channel. Peace out.